Inside Kaze and the one Musk. I don't know why I said it like that. It's developed by Sodeska. No, it's developed by Pixabay. Wait, who was the developer? Who was the publisher? It's just Pixel up still in like 3 places, so I mean, I assume they are the developer then. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to look it up anyway. I made a typo. I made an extra capital letter. Wait, they don't have a Wikipedia article. Oh well, whatever. This is what you should say, like developed by and published by, you know, information that is usually. Okay, yes, it's developed by Pixabay. Well, it says that in the trailer, so I'm not sure what it couldn't say that when the game starts. And developed and published by. It's also not Sodeska. It's, well, is it? No, this was a Dutch company developer, so maybe it's Sodeska. But it was fun to say Sodeska, because it's kind of like Japanese-esque. Yeah, who is the 3D model I was working on? Let's go. Let's go. The forgotten mask. Oh, I wonder if we're going to see another mask here. A mask that you put on and then you forget everything. Okay, I don't know how that will work, but let's go backwards. There was nothing backwards. It's like not too uncommon for that being a thing in this game. Whoa. First thing that happens is... oh, there it is. That was a bit early. It's an auto run, eh? Auto run. I'm not sure. But you can double jump with it too. But you cannot attack. Well, you can attack in the air. Oops, jumped too early. I got the bonus at least. That's a speed bunny. It's a bunny. What's the objective again? Oh, defeat. Ah, come on, stupid. Stupid. Oh, stupid. No. Okay, it's a bit trickier, that's right. There you go, I picked the right way now. As in the left way. No more pausing here, and then that's why you have to use the attack. I missed the letter. That is okay. So start all the way over where I picked out the mask. So I guess that's a checkpoint. I guess. Uphill is a bit slow. You should fall down a bit. At least I don't have to redo bonuses. Okay, I should charge her. Okay, then I did that again later. Okay. Okay, I missed it, but it's fine. It's fine. There you go. Easy peasy. That works. And I do get the double jump back from bouncing on me. Unlike in the normal form where you do not get the flying ability. Interesting. There's another. A bit early. I can probably just fall down on it. The clock starts ticking even though I haven't spawned yet. That's a bit weird. Nope, that was a bit wrong. Was the little red thing following? Cause that's the someone said that was her brother turning into some kind of spirit. So whoa, that was whoa. No, wrong button. Oh, I don't have to do... I can miss 2 enemies. Unless at least they have some leniency there. But I missed all enemies there at the end and died. And anyway, and the red thing is also your health bar. Too early. Interesting. It got sapped and died. Well, it didn't die. Changed form into some kind of spiritual form. I don't know. I don't know. It's not. The game doesn't have any dialogue. It didn't explain anything. Things just happened. Oh, still there. Her brother opening scene showed him being sealed up somehow. Into a ring. So that is the first thing that is shown before any gameplay is shown. So when that happens, like, this isn't too unlike Klonoa, and who is also a rabbit kind of thing, who also has a ring with a friend inside. Not a relative though. Almost. However, that the spirit in Klonoa is used to inflate enemies. Which probably makes some people excited. Ooh, inflation. I still did that. Same thing at the end. I can skip 2 enemies. It's okay. I don't have to get every single enemy. I do have to basically get all of these enemies because otherwise I will not have the momentum to move forward. This is the oh, I see. Anyway, let's try this again. My left ear is hearing all the dying tomatoes. What are even tomatoes? Are you supposed to represent a different fruit? Oh, too low. Plushie. Yeah. Haven't added a new plushie yet, because the new plushie isn't done yet, but I did show a sneak peek of it. I wonder who that plushie is. They look like tomatoes. Potatoes and tomatoes. Yeah, but they got a kind of like the red stem at the top, and the leaves at the bottom. I guess they're upside down. Still, we got that, even if we consider the tomato to be upside down, and I mean, tomatoes usually, I mean, it could be a different species of tomato, not the usual ones I get, but the ones I usually get are on a twig. They don't have leaves. Twigs might have leaves. I haven't seen them though, but they don't like attach to the tomato itself. However, that might be an artistic choice to make the enemy flying, as their leaves are of course used. There we go. That's how you do it. Easy peasy. I have no problem with that. First try and everything. Okay, let's continue. This is an auto-scroller, so... Oh, okay. I see. Yay! I'll read it. I'll read the chat after I get a goal. I mean, I could pause, but it was fun in it. Okay, somewhere... Okay, now I don't know where it was. I missed one. Oh, I missed that one too. Okay, let's pause then. Some tomatoes have a point on the like, I don't think I've seen that though. Maybe it's just a different species that have that. But that's more like that's a quite extended one with a kern on it. Then these look like Plantera bulbs from Terraria. Go pun. Radish, yeah. Maybe. Oh, I had extra life. And there's the... And that's the Saran letter. Okay, this is going to be tricky. Oh, I missed another one. I missed the jump. Could be radishes, yeah. There we go, now all three of them. These are most certainly based on carrots. There we go, that's how we get a letter. Oh, we don't miss that letter. That's okay. I did miss out on the bonus gems though. But I got any opportunity to do that now, because I died. Which means I need to pick up both letters again. Okay, no damage this time. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Jump over these. And then it's those three, and then there's this. Oh, almost missed that jump. Get up there. And yeah, and then I missed one. Gem is okay. Oh, that was close. That means I get bonus gems there. Oh. Oh, I'm missing one gem. Oh, there we go. I got all gems. Only need 100. Problem is I did not do this without taking damage. So I guess I have to do that again then. But, okay. That could be kind of... So yeah, so you get this one quite early on. And then you just have to go through the whole level without hitting anything. Okay, now I know the level, so that shouldn't be tricky. Now I'll do it in one go. And it's about not taking damage. So... so it doesn't matter if I get a health. That doesn't protect me from not taking damage, of course. And checkpoints certainly does not help. It's starting to stutter again. It's doing the stuttering thing again. Bounce, 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 bounce. Okay. Should be familiar enough with level at this point. Basically this part is the dangerous part, but I don't have to care about the gems, I just have to get through this. However I do it. And there we go, there's the end of the level. I just missed the goal. And I have to redo the whole level from the beginning. Oh my. I just got through it, first try, missed the goal and died. Amazing Pon, amazing. It's just beautiful. So much a cliff deck, I guess. That should be like one of the cut clips where I have it from start to the end. So you see the whole run. I got two cut modified clips so far. I could have a third. Wait, invisible wall. That's a cute magic girl, I feel. Thank you. I did put it together myself. I am happy with how it turned out. I made it in 3D first, I think, for my mod, and then turn it into a 2D. If you play Crash Bandicoot 4, you can use the Pon mod. Oh, that was close. Okay, the jump timing was all off. Missed the goal. Oh, thank you. And in the mod, you can also see Ponpon's panties if you like that. That's probably also cool. Which you also will be able to do with the new plushie I'm working on. To add to the plush throw that you can do. I don't have any characters with panties on in the plush throw, right? Can't remember all the characters I have. I do have like 2 characters with dresses, I think. Which is the pink bunny who doesn't wear anything under the dress. So you get a bare bunny butt. And the other one is Vibri, who is wireframe, so there's no... I'm going to call it a dress because it kind of looks like a dress. But yeah, there's no details to it. I got that one. Okay. Just like that. Good thing I didn't bounce on it, because that would have possibly messed it up. I assume you're supposed to do that. There you go, just a single jump. No, none of the flashy chef had this one. This will be the first one. Are you excited about that? Speaking of the pink bunny, there's the pink bunny with the dress, but no panties. Oh look, Cole is here. You will always find Cole here. Yeah, no delays. Just full on going. But like, this is an auto-scroller, so how am I supposed to do this faster? Maybe I can jump up that hill? Maybe that's faster? Because I don't see the up and down movement really affecting... Yeah, there's a hill, another hill. As in jumping and falling doesn't seem to change anything about moving forward. Yeah, I should definitely jump up the hills. We're just not prepared for when it comes. It's strange that some of them have hats. Or are they jumping lower on the hats ones than the non-hatted ones? That's a cool character design. Wait, the bunny. Or me? No, I feel like you jump the same height on both. So I'm not really sure why they have both. Like it doesn't... Because you can only bounce on them once because it's an auto-scroller. You can't... Auto-scroller might be the incorrect term. It's an auto-runner. Because auto-scrolling, like in Rayman, the first Rayman, you could still move backwards. Here I don't have control over movement. Which Rayman 1 has too. So... Could always work. Rip Pompon, you already know why we think your design is cool. You think my design is cool. You probably just like it for the panties. I'm like, well, yeah, obviously, but we also like the character wearing the panties. Okay, this is the run. This time I'll take advantage of the jumping uphill instead of running uphill. Like that. So this is one of the level I'm not going to get like a 20 seconds ahead of the target time. Not that I've achieved that in every level, but Rayman, no, it's a series I have not touched in decades. Maybe I should. Oh, greater than the sum of its part. Yeah, or however the saying. I don't know the saying, so. Maybe that's the collab we should do. Never. You're playing Rayman and I'm there talking. I've done many collabs like that. That's fine. I need to remember that I do have a double jump with this mask. I wish I had a mask that allowed me to double jump, although this one forces you to constantly run, which would also not be that good. Can't stop running. Unless that mask is coming off. Don't wear it while you're sleeping. Okay, this is the final part of the level. You do get your full health at the start, so regardless of what your health is when you start a time trial, you will always get well, actually That is almost 10 seconds ahead of the target. It's an auto-scroller, like... How can you be so much slower than this time? Because if you die... well, obviously if you die and respawn, you will be put back. But in time trial, you don't have checkpoints. You have to start all over from the beginning and resetting the clock. So not even that's a thing. So like, how are you supposed to be slow in this? I don't get it. I can understand a lot of failures for failing to actually reach the end, but that's not the same thing as getting a slow time. Pumpkin pie. Wait, what happened never? Oh, let's see. Or maybe that doesn't sound bad. Pont commentary collabs. Yep, that's what I do. I have not sure reinstalled OBS yet after having my PC infected and wiped previously Saturday. Wait, what happened to me? Clicked on the wrong link after being promised treasures. No, but... Okay, assume... Oh yeah, there we go. I assume there was something like that. I thought you knew. Previous Saturday, I have downloaded an update for a pirated game. I had my PC infected, had to wipe everything and reinstall stuff. And then I had my Discord hijacked. Was the hijacking due to the infection? Was that like part of the infection? I did get back in like an hour. I was changing passwords. Oh yeah, you talked about that. Oh never. I hope you're on track and get everything card. It's fine. I have everything back. It's been a week already. I understand. I fully understand. Yeah, that's a problem. That's careful with piracy. Wait, is there a secret? Oh yeah, I felt like there was something down there. Of course, there are. Yeah, you can attack this. Wee, but they're cute, so I shouldn't kill them. Are you just not going to kill them because they're cute? Yes. But do you want to kill me? There are safe. Ow. Wait, there's stuff down here. There are safe piracy options, but obviously I cannot state them here for many reasons. Wait, how am I supposed to? Oh, wait, is that? No. Cannot fly. Do I have to fly before I land on them? Yes. You're just not allowed to land on them. That's it, really. They're like, that's how I see it landing on them. Bonk. I mean, it's not like a... Ow. It's not like I have to murder him. Dies. Oopsie. Anyway. Oh, I have to start the level all over from the beginning. I guess that's my punishment for trying to kill someone who wasn't even a threat to me. Yeah, the info stealer does make sense that they would do that. Which stole the session ID or cookie from my Discord. Yeah, I'm just mad that they used the cookie from before the right weapon. Windows reinstalled system account. Wait, wouldn't that make sense though? Sorry, you got infected, so they stole your information, session ID in this case, because when you use you create a new session later on, But obviously we used the old one, which is still valid, which they got at the time before your DD wipe, because obviously they couldn't get it after you wipe because you have already wiped it. I don't understand what you're going to say there. It seems like security oversight. Yes, Windows have no security. It is ridiculous. there is a real okay. Pon japping time. There's a really easy system so that Windows could implement that makes Windows secure. It is a basic permission system. How this system would work is that every software needs to be installed with an official Windows installer software. You can use third-party installer too, but that puts you at a security risk because you should only use the official Windows installer software. Okay, that's been done. That's a buggy animation. And then when you install it, the software is installed to a dedicated folder. Oh, I see you. And then the software that was installed have only access to the specific folder that you installed it in. They have full access to that folder, and it has also so in read and write access. And then it also has access to the Windows folder because there's a bunch of system files. You can only read that folder, not write anything in it. I need to break this against something. I guess I can't break it against corners. I need to break it. Order checkpoint. Oh well. But if you want to open a file, for example, then you would do that. Wait, how am I supposed to get across? Oh, this kind of works. Oh, here we go. If you open a file, the software gets a temporary access to that file only, nothing else. So the software cannot see anything on the computer except its own folder and the system folder. And sometimes some software wants like a user dedicated like things, like for example saved games are per user account while the game installed is global. So you have on your user account you have the app data stuff. It also can ask Windows ask Windows for an outfit for a folder there too, like I want user data to be stored, create a folder for me there. Windows does it as part of an installation process or later on, doesn't matter. And the program has access to that folder too, just free read and write, because it's not a security issue, it's its own folder. And there we go. It cannot access anything else on the computer. It doesn't know anything else on the computer. And that's a basic security that Windows should implement. And this is what Android is, how modern Android works, as far as I understood it. Because if you want to install an app on modern Android, you need to go use the Android's own installer. And then when you run the software, it can only access the system files for reading, its own private files, which it has its own folder stored on its program folder, which it can read and write. But it cannot access any other software's folders. It cannot access your private file. And if you want it open a private file you have in the software will open the system's own open file dialog, where you pick the file and the software gets temporary access to that file only. Android is moving away from this permission, like storage permission, giving the software full access to all your private files, because that's a security issue. But software in general doesn't even have access to it unless you give that permission. But they're moving away from that permission as well. It still makes sense having that permission. For example, if you want a software to act as a file browser, it needs that permission, but that is only very specific situations. This would make viruses much less effective because they don't have free access to your computer. And it's such a basic system too. Obviously, this would break all the legacy software, but then you will basically allow software to run legacy mode, but that's a thing users have to accept. Like, does this software not run properly after you install it? You might go into compatibility settings and enable legacy mode. However, this puts your computer at a security risk, because this software then gets access to everything, which actually could just be a permission. But yeah. So do not do this to any software. And there we go. Windows should hire me as in the security team. Yeah, I mean, they just need to do whatever Android is doing. Easy peasy. They should. Was there anything else? No, I guess that's basically it, really. Because opening and saving is done through the Windows own open and save dialog, so the program doesn't see anything. So when you open a file, you see all the files, because Windows is seeing all the files. The software does not see a single one of these files. When you choose a file, then Windows will say, like, here, you get access to this file, and then the software gets to see just that file. And when you save, again, the save dialog, you see all the files, because Windows is seeing all the files. The software does not see any of that. And when you save it, then Windows says, like, okay, we're going to save it in this location, like what data is going to be saved, basically. You get save here, save the file, because I guess that's still you get write permission here for this file. Easy peasy. Well, I guess it's not easy peasy, but the logic is easy. Anyway, let's see. Well, that's Pon yapping. God, why are these guys still living? Yeah, Pon asking the important question. Yes, but I clicked a link that promised me panties. That is how I got duped. I do understand. That's how I would do the same. I don't know, this virus instead of an update from the Bitcoin site, so yeah. Was it through an ad? Wait, why would that? I feel like that site would be us. Not again, we shouldn't spread information regarding how privacy works, but I thought that was one of the more trusted sites. I haven't used it personally, therefore I'm unaware how it works. But if it was through like a fake download button, which ads do, use an ad blocker, because I would recommend using an ad blocker, a good ad blocker. There is a whole, and I need to yap about another thing regarding ad blockers, but get a good ad blocker first off. For example, because this is basic internet security, so you should know this information. For example, uBlock Origin Lite still works even on the latest Manifest 3 system that Chrome has implemented. If you're using Chrome still, for example, that is a safe one to use. Do not use whatever AdBlock Plus or whatever it's called. That is spyware, if I recall correctly. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say things that might not be true, but I think that was still, do your own research, because this, of course, ads are terrible and puts you at a danger of viruses, so do have an ad blocker. But there's a very important thing here, because there was an ad blocker. I don't remember its exact name, but it was like block ads on YouTube ad blocker. Don't remember the exact name, but it was specifically for blocking ads on YouTube. The problem was, well, the thing that happened was that Chrome all of a sudden said that this extension is dangerous and you should inactivate it, remove it, get rid of it. It's a dangerous extension. To which people said, no, that's just Google wanting you to stop blocking ads on YouTube. They're just lying. They were not. That was a dangerous extension because it was spyware. And I consider spyware dangerous. Even if it doesn't really put you at harm, it's still tracks you and stuff. Yeah, so if you get a warning, even if you feel like, yeah, I feel like these people would be in benefit to call this a bad thing, still look it up. They might, even if they are benefits from calling this thing a negative thing, it might still be a negative thing. Yeah, I think that's a lot of basic security, I think, which also reminds me of someone who says like, all those people who think that they cannot get scammed and stuff are the prime targets for getting scammed. Like, I have not got scammed. Have I ever got scammed? I'm trying to remember if I ever got scammed. I'm sure I might have got a message as like some, like, you know, Discord when someone contacts you and stuff, like, but and I don't know what their intentions are, and then I see later on like, oh, these are your intentions, yeah, you're just a scammer. But I don't count that because I wasn't scammed, because I didn't get tricked by them. I mean, I'm sure they were lying, so I didn't know where their intentions were at the start. But I don't think I have ever had an account compromised through my own actions. Not to brag like that, but like, which gives this interesting situation, because I was also, okay, now the game is very laggy because I stood around for a long time for some reason. So, I don't know if it's because the internet just randomly disappeared for a moment, or if it actually was Twitch that just stopped responding. Can't really see it because I didn't track the internet usage. But, yeah, so as I was saying, was trying to say, was that how I haven't had any accounts compromised from my own actions. There have been data leaks from servers which have leaked passwords and stuff, which have led to people getting access to my accounts, specific accounts. But that's not my fault. That's their fault for getting, letting people access it. Not having it secured enough, and I mean, considering how unsecure so much of this software is currently, well, that's not surprising. But anyway, yeah, I know, like, I've received scam calls. It's been rare, but like one or two or something. It's extremely rare that I've ever received one, but yeah, don't fall for that either. Checking the URLs, because the URLs are backwards. It's gonna, in one way you could say it's way too late to change the URLs, but URLs really should be backwards. I mean, they are backwards. You should have the top domain first. So if it should be, for example, com.youtube, org.wikipedia, because that is the actual domain, and then what they can put after that, which is currently before it, they can put any kind of series of letters, numbers, and periods. So they can, and that's how they do scams. They write in a valid URL, and then after that comes their actual domain. So they will write like, I don't know, youtube.com, and then you have .scamsite.net. And people say, oh, it's youtube.com. Yeah, but read what comes after. That's more important. And therefore, it should be .com, or in this case, net.scamsite.com.youtube, because they will also flip the order net. Yeah. And then you will see, because people read left or right, they will see, oh, it's net.scamsite. Okay, this is not YouTube. I mean, they might still read .com.youtube, but I mean, at least it's more obvious it's a scam site, because there was a scam that went around on VGen for the artist on VGen, where it was, the URL was vgen.randomletters and numbers.net or something like that, and people was trusting that. And obviously I don't want to blame the people getting scammed and someone lost several thousand USD on that, but you need, like, this information needs to come out. You need to read the full URL. It's everything after the HTTP / part. S stands for secure that, but that doesn't mean it's a secure website. It just means I have a secure connection to the website. But after the / at start, then you have all the letters, numbers, the hyphens, and everything, and periods, and then you get the final /. It might not be a final /, but everything up to the, not the final /. From the / up to the first /. As I said, there might not be any slashes after that, and then you have the whole thing, but whenever there is a /, that's the end of the domain, and you need to take the whole thing into consideration. And if it says vgen.randomnumbersanddigits.net or something like that, that's not the official website. The official website is vgen.co, which is actually Colombia, but not commercial. But whatever. Still a valid top domain, and that's what you need to look at. But yeah, we have some security talk here. First point, I guess I didn't invalidate session 90 cookie before resetting my account. Wait, resetting your account? Resetting my password? No, resetting your password should invalidate this session ID. On Discord, when you reset your password, as in creating a new password, because you cannot ask for your password back, you need to, because they don't know your password. Unless it's was it a UK bank or something that when you request your password, they would send a letter to you with your password in plain text to your home address? And they said, like, it's a safe way to do it because it's illegal to go through someone else's mail. It's stupidity on so many levels. I understand the security would still, like, it's still more secure to send a letter to someone's home address than sending something to someone's email. I understand the security there, but the argument that it's secure because it's illegal. But yeah, you don't need security. I mean, they're already lacking so much security despite being a bank. I think it was a bank. But yeah, you don't need to do anything to secure yourself because it would be illegal to... You don't need to lock your house. It would be illegal to go in there, even if it's unlocked. What kind of stupid argument is that? I know also it's illegal to read someone else's email too, so... But yeah, when you reset your password, all the sessions should be deleted. So that's weird. Okay, I need to read more chat because I was yapping for way too long there. Yeah, dark. And I got undressed. Why is Microsoft not using that? Don't know. I don't know what kind of permission system Mac or Linux is having. But I feel like, because that has been an issue, because there was a game that wanted to prevent people from cheating. So what this game did was it scanned through all the files on your computer. I don't know if it's all the files in your computer, but certainly certain files in certain folders for cheating software. Even if you didn't use it, if you just had as cheating software on your computer, as it scans through your folders, it would ban you permanently. They just did an hash of the file, which is a quick method to just get a unique identifier, which is not always unique. I mean, it can only have so many identifiers, but if these identifiers matches with the filter they have, they consider you having this software. The problem was one of those hashes was representing an empty file. So if you had an empty file, you got banned. So, great. Well, they wouldn't be able to do that if they weren't allowed to look through all your files. So that's an issue. I tabbed out and I came back and it said I was banned. I was like, what the heck did I do? Thank you, it was a weird glitch. Yeah, my internet went down for a few seconds there. So I'm not sure why you would say you were banned. I wouldn't ban you. I haven't banned. Well, some few people have been banned, but no one who has actually like been partaking in chat, chatting for a while has been banned. So I do have uBlock Origin, not Lite, still works, but it's not listed on the site. You need that directly. Yeah. The Lite version works perfectly fine too. I mean, you don't need to use the Lite version. But that one works too. Haven't had any issues. Quote, I wish I could throw all my balls into it. So that was just my internet. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. Just all the internet is gone. And there it was gone again for just a moment. I just looked at the performance, the network sending, and it was gone again. One of my elders, the unpleasant one, actually talks with scammers rather than hang up on them. That is fine. Because I do know what the like. Oh, you shouldn't. If you get a scam call, you should just hang up. And if you, what's going on with my internet today? I guess I'm having some issues today. As previously, it just disappears from time to time. Yeah, and now it's gone again. And now it's back. I wonder how this is affecting my stream actually. As I can see on my network here, it just disappears for 2-3 seconds. Just gone, no more internet, and then it's back again. So yes, but people say like, oh, it's dangerous opening an email that is a scam, and there goes the internet again. And now it's back again. Or like if you get a scam call, you should not talk to them. You should hang up and so on and so on. Like you're not really putting yourself at a danger. It's more like, oh yeah, if you just this recommendation is more that, because now I'm gonna do the opposite of talking security. I'm talking unsecurity. I guess insecurity, unsecurity. Because they want the recommendation is that you should not read it or talk to them because there's a risk that they will convince you, and that is what you want to avoid, especially when you consider elderly people who might be easily convinced. It will play as well because I didn't snooze them because I was too busy focusing on my internet keeps disappearing over and over again. And then we got some ads. So, but as I was trying to say, but I guess I'm gonna get some water instead. And I will just have this internet is constantly disappearing. I don't know what's going on. This is not the UK.
Wait, we're not? Where are we?
No, it's not been the UK since World War II.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Which country are we in?
Netherlands.
Oh.
Fetch me some more meat if you just understand it. I'm not here to serve you. The village of Kogam is under attack, sir. And I've heard that you're going to lead the attack, and I'm going to serve on your side. Okay, I'm here to serve you, but not food. A cano, or a cano if you want to.
A canner.
Cano. A cano.
A cano.
A can opener. Should I really use this, or should I wait for them to group up more? That's called switching positions. It's a clever system I came up with just now.
I mean, that's why they say.
I think there's been an accident here, so you have to pass them on the shoulder.
No, it's a
There we go. Now
right?
I'm back, but
Was
I
it
guess I
train?
need to wait for the ads to be over and I will get to...
It's a motorway. There is no train. Go. No,
Pleasure. I
they're
don't know
stopped
what
on the motorway to let a train pass. No, come on.
Was it like 40 seconds left of the ads? But I'll state my claim first. Which is that... Yes, like... Yeah, the risk would be that, especially with elder people, that they will get convinced by the message. Convinced by the messages, and therefore they put themselves at a risk reading or listening to these messages and talking to the person. But you're actually not at a risk reading an email. Like, there's nothing they can put into an email. Like, if they could, I mean, that's a huge security issue that definitely should be resolved. But it shouldn't be a thing. I mean, I can't say for certain, but... I mean, I've never had my computer hijacked because I opened an email. Of course, I do also have a spam filter. But I mean, so there is one thing with wasting their time. But I mean, if it's like robocalls anyway, you're not wasting anyone's time except your own. So, especially with emails, you're not wasting anyone's time except your own. So it's better to just ignore it and actually do as as recommended it to. Just don't talk to them. What do you mean? Did bring up a good point, but that's later. I will just see. Like the tv.twitch sounds legit to me. It should be the actual domain. I think that is how it should be. tv.twitch. It should be the other way around. And we could actually do it. We could say like, okay, from the start of 2027. All browsers will have an update, so they will all now from this point on display and send and handle. Oh, they would actually break. If you actually were to flip that around, you will actually break so many systems. Which is the issue. But you can still change how it's displayed. You don't have to change how it's actually sent. So all you do is visually flip the order at the start of the next year. It wouldn't be Twitch TV anymore, it would be TV Twitch. Everyone with TTV would riot. I mean, it's still Twitch TV, just the domain is tv.twitch. I mean, yeah, it would ruin a lot of names and stuff. But that is because they're built on a flawed system to begin with, so... I didn't write the session was not invalidated before. Set my password. Oh, then I misunderstood what you said. That's why I was confused, because I misunderstood what you said. Because yeah, you did say, I guess I didn't invalidate that session before setting my account or resetting your password. Still a very confusing message to me, because it sounds like what you did was you reset your password, but you did not invalidate the session before you reset your password. But if you reset your password, that invalidates the session. So your message is very confusing still. You didn't do A, but you did B, which does A for you. So you did A by doing B. If you meant like you didn't do A and then got your account and you didn't do B either, So like you didn't reset your password, you just didn't do invalid session or reset your password, and then you got your account compromised because they still had your session. And then later on you reset your password and got your account back. I don't understand what you tried to say, but that's not really how your message came across. Okay, if that's what you tried to say, then I understand you. And then it makes more sense. But anyway, God, yeah, you want put ads in your pizza. I keep Cheat Engine on my PC. I have it pinned next to Windows Explorer. I would sometimes actually click it, and the anti-cheat would kill the game process. Yeah, that's also a privacy issue, that the software can also, at least it doesn't read all your files you have, but it does check all the running processes, which, again, privacy concerns. Obviously, what comes with increased privacy is also increased opportunity to cheat, but increased privacy is still better. I don't mind having more cheaters online if we have a more better privacy. But that's also because I don't play online, so. But I mean, to be fair, what would you choose? More cheaters online or higher security? Since higher security means that, also the internet hasn't been resolved, now it works again, because higher security means that cheaters can cheat without being detected, because that's part of higher security. But yeah, as Orimin said here, but here's now is them recording a sample of your voice and then using AI to replicate your voice and make unauthorized transaction claiming to be you. Yeah, this is another huge issue we have with our modern day. Relying on a voice call to confirm that something is valid is terrible, because someone because there are impersonators, especially a company with a lot of money who wants to do something, who wants to do invalid things, could just hire an actor who can impersonate someone and speak for you. Especially when it's over a phone call with not the best quality sound, it would be very hard to determine that this is the correct person. And all you can say is, no, I didn't say any of that. And they'll say, no, you did, because we have this recording. And you don't even use AI for that. Obviously, AI would make it easier, but yeah. And how, like, what are you supposed to do then? And another issue is signatures, which apparently should be a mark that you have approved of something. And how is that? No, my outfit again. Why can't this is like so many times today? It's ridiculous. Like, how is that supposed to be actually verified? They could easily just pay someone to practice your signature and make this. My signature isn't even consistent because I barely sign anything in the first place. So the signature is terrible. And we already in Sweden and other countries already have a good system for verifying, because everyone has a unique ID, a number, personal number. And this number itself isn't proof of anything, because you cannot use this number to prove anything. It's just to identify a person. But what you do is have a third-party service, maybe run by the government, could be useful, which, if you want to sign a contract, what you have to do is that the person who makes the contract sends it into this third party, and then the third party verifies that both sign it by using this, what we have in Sweden, the digital verification system, which is a very secure system, again, unless you get scammed, but that's always an issue regardless of what security you have. That where you say your username is your personal number, and then you have your verification system that you go through to verify that it's you. Um, so this third party will say like, yeah, these two parties have both signed this contract by just being. So yes, you do have to trust this third party. And yeah, the third party could technically be corrupt by taking a bunch of money from the companies, but yeah. So I mean, there's technically still a security issue there. But at least it would be better than just trusting the company that does not have your best interest, and instead trusting the third party company that at least does not have. Yeah, I still feel it's more secure. I don't know. Small hands, welcome back. Yes. I use for this kind of things and casting, which I assume. I mean, it must still be legal. And yeah, we can do as the UK bank said. I mean, it's illegal to do this. No one's doing it. You know, therefore it's safe. Quote: yes, only panties. Anyway, that was fun. Security talk. Wee. At work, they started using AI a few years ago to plan routes for the delivery drivers. Corporate claims it's faster, but the drivers who ran these routes for years without AI are a lot faster without it. Some of the AI routes have a few issues, like telling a driver to drive from somewhere in the US across the Atlantic to deliver packages to Coast Africa. Estimated time of arrival 2 weeks. Wait, how do you drive there? On a ferry? Yeah. Companies that just use AI just replace a bunch of workers and doesn't even make sure that anything is working as it should. Perfect. Alright, I'm not allowed to touch them because then I cannot fly anyway. Right. AI assumes you will engage the submarine mode on the lorry. Exactly. Don't you have that? Like you wouldn't even use. Wait. Okay, I'll actually die. You wouldn't even use AI for route planning. What is this stupidity? You will build it. We already got a system for it. It's called computer planned routing. I don't know what it's called. We already got a bunch of systems that plans our routes. Why would you just? I'm not talking like yeah. It's AI. I mean yes, there's AI too because AI is a very broad term. But I guess what is how I stood on the ground. So I guess I got all the speed from that. Usually when people refer to AI is large language model C, which takes a lot of processing power, huge amount of it. Come on, but we already got system to deal with this, which works so much better because it's dedicated to this kind of system and. It would be strange if this wasn't already part of the company, wouldn't? And this would be a tool that the workers. You would still need a worker because you still need a worker that manages AI. But I missed a letter too. But yeah. Okay, I'm not allowed to touch them, except this one. So yeah. So the biggest problem with companies using AI is because they're doing it in such a stupid way. Yay! I missed one. And a bonus too. Hold on. some of the drivers have tried using submarine mode, but they didn't know how to use GPS in it. Yeah, GPS, shorthand for a device that has GPS and an automatic routing system. People just use, you should call them GPSs. Yes. Most GPS devices that you get on in cars, for example, have a built-in routing system. They usually only go from point A to point B, but when you're having to deliver a bunch of packages to a bunch of different locations, you will have point A to multiple point Bs. So you would just have a system that you have to like expand. Wait, did I? So this should be the first one. I just have to find the second one. So you will just tell it, we start from here, we need to go to all these locations. How do we do this? And you don't need a large language model to do this, you can just use this classic... Obviously there's the brute force method, just to put all the points together in order and then test how long will that route be, switch the order of some and test that. But it's probably better to kind of like do it a bit smarter, kind of like grouping them together in different ways and just so you kind of figure out which route within a group is faster and how to get between each groups. And of course which one you start at in a group and stuff can also... There we go. Didn't I pick that up? No, I died and then I forgot to pick it up. That's what happened. Now I just need to find the second bonus. No, I got all the gems. I don't actually need to pick up gems. Or did I? Can I see that? No, I can't see it. There's no level progress going either. Okay, doesn't seem to be here. So you just need to develop the system a bit further and to allow it to, because yeah, you can in a GPS also like pick route C and route D as well, but yeah, it just this system you just have to choose which order it should be in. Obviously not going to Africa, they decided submarine mode would be faster than a bridge across the river. No, it's not Peru when you... Oh, yeah. That's the quote. No, it's not Peru when you're not wearing the panties, but you're free to share it with me. That sounds kind of weird. When it's phrased like that. Oh. I wonder if I missed it. I died. So now I need to pick this up again. Oh, it fell down. Quote, you can do much more with a softball than a hard ball. Exactly. Go on. Yeah, there we go. Exactly. I would add that new plushie. Okay, I don't know where the... I didn't go straight to the goal at the end of the level, but it is possible that the the last bonus is after the goal. I didn't check for that. There's a lot of gems in this level. No, it isn't. Shame I died there. Oh, that works. Because I was thinking about jumping into goal to just get the missing letter, and then when the flying animation doesn't always show. Well, that works. I still have health left, so... Okay, all letters found. I just need to figure out where that second bonus is. Quote, Pon is the place to be. And if you really like my butt fluff, there's also an option to free my butt fluff. I'll probably find a bazooka or something. That'll put him to an endless sleep, that's for sure. No, Pon, what are you going to do with bazooka? Pon, why are you only drawing Pon? Oh wait. When the iframes carry you to success. Oh yeah, the invisibility frames. Not the intermediate frames. Well... not that time. Hello, Draco Shroob. Yeah, utilizing those. I mean, I was gonna knock into. I was trying to go into goal anyway, so. So, okay, so the first bonus is here. Fell too slowly. Oh my. So if I... Yes, if I hold the button and walk off a platform, it doesn't immediately trigger the flying. Yeah, and it seems like when you walk off a platform, there's a time before you can start flying. It doesn't matter if you press the button manually or automatically, there's like a timer where you cannot fly as soon as you leave the platform. Well, that was weird. Huh? Oh yeah, that was weird. I guess you can do... No, can't do that, eh? Alright then. Be like that then. Okay, as I said. Well, I tried to, but I got died. Here's the first bonus. I can still enter it. Wait, collect all crystals? Oh yeah. There was crystal collection, so there was enemy killing. So I can do these. And I get... Yeah, I already got a piece. It doesn't even show any animation regarding me getting the piece. So after this one, because it's every single time so far, and behind here is not a bonus, but a letter. Every time so far, the second bonus is always after the first bonus. I don't see a reason for them to change that. Quote, oh, balls, not just any balls, doughy balls. Okay. It's not like off screen here. And it's not down there because there's nowhere to go. Here's a checkpoint. You can go quite far off screen sometimes. So I basically have to check, whoa, if there isn't a place I can fall down again, like the first bonus. And here I can't really do anything because I don't have the wind on my side. I'll check this place. This looks suspicious. Why are the branches so high up? Oh, I wonder if it's... No, there's nothing here. Of course, of course. It was a spiky thorn. Hey, what happened there? The game is cheating now. You do that? And like, oh, I left the wind and started falling down. Quote, if I die, it might be due to Kafka being clumsy. Oh my, Kafka is all the blame. Yeah, I can't kill this one. Game is buggy. Plushie! Can't wait to get working on the new plushie so I can add it. So I'm going to make it as one plushie and then I'm going to make a second version. It's not in there. This looks suspicious. Oh. Probably somewhere obvious. Trying to look at any place I can escape. I saw a citronfjäril today. Oh my. Oh my. Why did it happen again every single time? I don't think I've seen a fjäril in like forever. Maybe it's because I'm sitting indoors and playing games. But that's only when I'm streaming. I'm not playing games when I'm not streaming right away. 100% of my gameplay is on stream. Alright, I can't fly after I bounce off an enemy. I need to remember that. And that one enemy I can't spin. Orimi can translate citronfjäril. When should I play Spyro in Swedish? Quote, I want to watch, I wanna see that. Wait, what do I wanna see? Well, there's a lot of things I wanna see. So after bouncing it, I must land. I don't need to land on it, and I don't need to kill it, but you know. I should have just flown up. A lemon, butterfly. Yeah, we like lemons. So that's perfect. Okay, now I'm just being clumsy. Pon clumsy. Kafka was the one that was supposed to be the clumsy one killing Pon. But yes, I don't need to kill it again. Just don't know why the animation breaks sometimes. Okay. So this is as far as I reached before I died here, because I was trying to pay attention to the surrounding rather than things to avoid. I'll see. I tried to escape the wind. I couldn't, because there was an enemy in the way. No! It's not that windy. I always fail to get over that edge. What has Why did you do this? What have I done to disturb this? I'm perfectly innocent. That was not the flying button, boy. You are all naughty, every single one of you. I know you're naughty because you're here watching me be in my underwear. What else are you here, right? Man, it's so windy, Pon-Pon, close to it's flying. Yeah, you're right. Do you know, that would be a funny drawing. Wait, I already made a drawing. Not with Pon-Pon, but I actually made a drawing where it's really windy and a dress flies off. Really? If you haven't seen it, you should go and watch my art to see it. Okay, I was thinking like in the bottom right corner, but no, it's nothing there either. Yeah, I can't find it. I can do it on time. Mod Hessa with big metal fan. Maybe Mod Hessa is the big metal fan. Okay, let's do it on time then. Oh, I was hoping I could get over that one. I couldn't get over that one either. Hurry! Okay. I tried to stop flying, but accidentally continued flying. Aha! Okay, I can't spin down for some weird reason. For some reason that thing isn't removed, despite it being time travel. Oh, that was close. No, I can go in before it. 119, and I had to get 135. That's like over 15 seconds to spare. I'm so fast, but I'm still missing the second bonus. And you can't move, like this is the highest you can jump, and then you can glide. Like there's not really many places you can get to. That gets the health. and my health again. Bloody course, I do like to run with my load. But my loads are not free. So yeah, so there really isn't much to... Someone who doesn't know where the bonus is. Do you have a guess? I like... Okay, here's one. But like... Oh, it's rigged all the way down there. Maybe I should do this bonus. And then I should go down there again. It would be weird, but I can do it. Good. My loads are not free. 2 loads, good. Because the previous one was I do like to run with my load. That's singular. What's the second plural code? Oh, there's a slight ramp here that might have pushed me up into the bonus. Yeah, there's something else down there. But it's basically after this point. Somewhere here. Behind here is that there's nothing hidden behind it. That either. Quote, there are apparently 2 quotes about my loads. Okay, so the third quote about my loads is a quote about my load. It's talking specifically about there being 2 quotes about my loads. Quote, you will go with the nickname Wild Load. Oh, there's 4 load quotes, 2 loads quote. Mechalico, that was directed at Mechalico, absolutely. Mechalico is a wild load. A wide load indeed. Always doing that. Not the first time. Not the last time. Hopefully it's the last time, because I really hope I find a bonus and don't play this game anymore. No, it's not a bad game, but like... I would probably not play it for 100% again, unless someone wants to do a race in that, but I mean... But I mean, just a regular race to defeat all levels and get... and defeat the boss. Actually, because this game has a no hits taken confirmation at the end, what you could do is a crazy race where if you take a hit, you have to restart the level. I was thinking, like, would it... This is a very suspicious looking platform. But that's kind of weird. That's because of when the attack activates, there's a slight moving upwards. So you can end up doing that. Jaded, you got a pair. Calico is a white load. Okay, I guess we got that as a code now. I thought it was Kafka for taking off 3 lanes and the shoulder while playing Euro Truck Simulator. No, isn't that Mechalico I was talking about? I've talked about how Kafka's butt was sticking out in another lane. That I'm sure was referred to Kafka, but I think I talked about how Mechalico would be the one taking up 3 lanes and the shoulder. I do know I did say that Kafka was taking 3 lanes and a shoulder, but that was because she was swaying all the way across the road, so she was taking up 3 lanes and a shoulder. But that was not because she was wide, though, because that wouldn't make sense. Because she's not wide, and it also would defeat the whole point of she's swaying all the way around or all over the road. Yeah, I don't see where a bonus could be. Like, it can't really like off screen either, because you can't go off screen because of these branches everywhere. But I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's like in there, but no. Oh, it's moving. Oh, it stopped. Let's not see them behind there. There's a letter specifically there. Huh. There's a rock here, we can't interact with it. I stood still on the ground, on the thorny ground. Do 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 do. Okay, I can get bows, but like, that doesn't help me. And I can go back here. But I can still get across. It's not like I need to jump on it to get across here. Yay, Jaden is the best. What about can't fly after bouncing on them? I'm really trying to find this bonus. I don't want to look it up or anything, so I'm not going to do that. I have completed the game without looking stuff up. Oops, I mean that was my bad because I accidentally flew because of the lower gravity due to the updraft. But she's not wearing a dress, I guess. But yeah, the probably like in that area. Oh. It's the last thing in this level too. I've done everything else. So if I get that, because I need that piece too, because otherwise I don't unlock the bonus level. So I'm going to miss out on a whole level if I don't get that one. So it's important. Oh, slid off. I did not have enough height when I exited that. The camera does go higher there. And lower shit. No, you're not supposed to be that high. So when you're up this high, on the smoke down the right, you can see, I'm behind the chat, but you can see it continues up into nothing. It just is a sharp line until the camera pans down. I may not be the easiest to see, but they should probably have moved that slightly more to the right, so when the camera does pan down, that's when it starts showing up on screen. Wondered where to go for lunch today. Oh yeah, it's Monday. It's lunch day. It's the moon day. Like, should I do it like this? Nope. I said that one looks a bit suspicious. I did not get enough lift there. Splat. Yeah. It happened again. I've got to fly. Oh, I got a bit distracted there. Yeah, this one is dying. Weird. Ready? Land a bit too early. I can't fuck again. There we go. I'm back. Another disconnect. Okay, this time I managed to kill it every time. Weird. Weird that it wasn't working properly last time. Right. I bounced over enemy, that means I can no longer fly. Okay. And this is the end of the level. Anyway, there. I don't see where it is. I don't see a quote. That's how you pump on it. Yeah, I don't. Carrying out in the spot, cannot walk down. Ducking does not give higher jump. Oh, maybe I should give lower jumps. Uh, quote, that sounds like spanking. This is the first bonus that we're very well aware of at this point. It's just can't see it at any point prior to the bonus, and I don't see anything past the bonus. I just don't see anything. Don't see anything. Yeah, you can't even walk up the edge, angle, slope. Not even spin up it. Spin up it. Whoa, that's more like butt grabbing rather than spanking. But I can see what you're going with it. Alright. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. That's not like waving at the butt. Why need a spanking emote? Do I have a spanking emote? No. I don't have a spanking emote. How sad. If I slam it to the ground 15 times, the bonus appears. No, I should. Obviously not, but like. What am I supposed to do? Where is the bonus? I'll try to go up there already. But if I go further to the right, I will die. Quote, I don't have a spanky emote, how sad. Yeah. Biggest sadness there is. Is it like Rayman? Do I have to go to a certain point and I have to backtrack? So a certain point in the level which triggers the bonus, and then backtrack to the bonus. I don't see anything. I don't see anything that would like constantly die in this level. And like there isn't. I don't want to continue to the next level. Until I found everything in this level, and like this is the last level in the world, then it's just the boss and the bonus left to do. So I kinda while I could do the boss, I also want to do the bonus, and so so yeah, I don't know about this one. I don't know. Like, a reason why the reason why I don't want to look it up is because then I might feel like I'm getting in the habit of looking it up for every single one of them in the future. Like, this is the end of the level. There's nothing there. I just can't find it. Can't find it. I'm getting bored. Like, of course I could continue through the game, but it still annoys me I can't find that one specifically. The level isn't even big. You can't really move around much either, so I'm not really sure where they would even hide it.